Okay, so for this problem, we're going to be finding a common base, which would be 7. And so 7 to the third would equal 343. And when there's numbers under the square root, you always put 8 over x. Like if this was the square root of 343, you could put 7 to the third 1 over 2, and it would equal the same thing. But for this one, it says, so it's to the 8, so you would put 8 over x. And then this one always has a 1 in the exponent, so you would make sure to write down that 1. And when the 7 is in the denominator, it has a negative exponent 1 multiplied by this exponent, which is 4x minus 36. And so now that you have all the common bases written down, you can really get rid of them and just use the exponents to solve the rest of the equation. So you're going to have 3 multiplied by 8 over x plus 1 equals negative 4x plus 36. How I got this answer was by distributing this negative 1 to these two terms. 3 multiplied by 8 over x is 24 over x plus 1 still equals negative 4x plus 36. And to get rid of, well, first I subtracted 1 from both sides to get the 35, and then I multiplied both sides by x to get this x out of the denominator. So then you ended up with 24 equals negative 4x squared plus 35x. And to get a quadratic equation, I moved 24 to the other side so that I could get that equal to 0. And then you end up getting negative 4x squared plus 35x minus 24. For sake of space, I moved it up here. And I took out a negative 1 to make it easier to solve the quadratic equation. So I got negative 1 multiplied by 4x squared minus 35x plus 24. And that can be factored out to be 4x plus 3x minus 8. And you set both of these terms to 0, and x cannot equal negative 1, so you don't have to worry about that one. And once you set both of these terms to 0, you can solve for x, and it will have 2 answers, and that's the end of the problem.